Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. Listen, you guys, I don't know how this is going to go because there seems to be a delay between what I'm doing and what I'm seeing on the screen. So you will forgive me if I am not in sync. Okay. Anyway, you guys, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel, sikhuluma ngama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities, kanye nama-YouTubers. Okay. If it's your first time joining me today, and you really like my content, whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, or Twitter, you can subscribe or like the page or also follow the Facebook page. And also, please do like the stream. We appreciate that so much. And if you are on YouTube, make sure that you watch the adverts if adverts do play on the stream. We appreciate it so much that you are joining me today because we are here to do the full review of episode 8 of the Mommy Club. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. Milano, okay, our new colleague on YouTube. Finally, you posted a video, guys. Please go and check out Milano's first video on YouTube. I thought it's good, you guys. Hey, if I compare that video to my first video, your video is very professional, okay? But here's the thing. I think if you vlogged, yeah, vlogs would be so interesting, especially because you travel a lot. So please consider that. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. So in episode 8, you guys, we begin. Remember, they all have to talk about that the drama that happened at the dinner or whatever, you guys. So Miss Manche was sort of updating her mom on what happened with the dinner with the friends, that dinner where her and Ratile ended up walking away. I don't know, you guys. Do any of you gossip with your mothers? Because listen, when I have drama with my friends, my mother don't even know. Okay, my mother just knows that this person is my friend. When we have issues with each other, she doesn't know. When we fix the issue, she doesn't know. I always feel like so much effort to say, listen, I'm not speaking to my friend, and then the next time I'm like, now we are speaking. Okay, so I find it to be strange that I guess maybe when they're shooting the show, they don't have a choice because even them sitting together while she's updating her mom about the games that they played, it was weird. It was weird a little bit. And also the mom sounded like she's not really interested and she's disappointed that they're playing such games. And I'm like, of course she's disappointed that they played such games because she's not supposed to tell her mom that she's playing such games. Okay. So I don't know if I'm the only one that doesn't share things like that with my mom. I don't give her that much details about what we do when we get together with my friends, but Miss Manche seems to be doing that. Okay. Nom Sishong, finally I'm early. Good for you. It's good that you early today, you guys. So obviously Miss Manche was telling her mom about the that nights where they were playing the games. I mean, guys, or never have I ever. You have to explain your mom the kind of questions that we asked. I didn't feel like it was appropriate, but I felt like her mom was not favoring her in what happened that night because she did say that Miss Mancha was wrong by making the comment that she made when it came to Omoshe. Because remember, she had made a comment to Omoshe to say, listen, you're the one to talk when it came to some person trending or anything like that. Okay. It was kind of unnecessary scene, I think, because not much came out of that scene. But I do kind of see why they wanted to do that scene because we haven't really seen Miss Manche do anything other than hang out with the others. So when she's not hanging out with the others, they wanted to give us a scene where she's with her kids, her nanny, her mom, her sister, you know. So yes, you guys, that's the scene that they could get because she doesn't really share a lot. Okay. So now they had a get together, you guys. It does feel weird in reality shows when it's like event after event after event after event because that's not normal life unless maybe rich people live like that. But because it's like it's not like today you meet with a friend to do this and then tomorrow and then sometimes you live normal lives. You go to work, you come back, you see your family. I don't know, you guys, but I do feel like I understand why they do it so much with reality shows because they have to constantly try and get the ladies together because that's how you get them to talk. That's how you start drama. How are you going to get them to fight? Because honestly, if we are being honest, that's the thing that makes us watch reality TV shows, that they get to to, have fights with each other, there's conflicts or whatever. So Her Majesty had organized for them to get together at this club. So she has booked the club. But, okay, Her Majesty was shady because she invited Nunurai, not Her Majesty, Miss Mobs, Miss Manche, and did not invite Ratile. Okay. And I kind of understand why she did not invite Ratile, because, of course, Her Majesty is the one that brought Ratile to the group. However, Ratile came to the group and then she went against Her Majesty. Okay, so she is not happy with her right now. So I understand why she would leave her out. But I kind of feel like since they are they're shooting the show together, maybe she should have invited her so that they could settle things, at that sit down. I kind of feel like the intention really was for all of the ladies to end up gossiping about Miss Manche, because that's what ended up happening. It's funny, you guys, how Her Majesty had such an issue with the ladies talking about her and her relationship with her late husband, and how her late husband died while he had a side chick in the car. She felt like the reason they were talking about the issue is because they were gossiping. But definitely on this scene here, she is there. They are gossiping and she is taking part in it. Okay. So it's almost like it's okay if we gossip about the other people or the other person, but don't gossip about me, because she was so hurt and angry that they had gossiped about her. Okay. Listen, you guys, we already know that Miss Manche doesn't like Ratile, because she just felt like there was something off about her. And also, Ratile keeps talking about that friendship that is not part of the show, but always brings it up. And then with Her Majesty brought Ratile to the show, but Ratile turned against her, so she has an issue with it. And then when it comes to Miss Mobs, I feel like with Miss Mobs, it's not like she's close to Ratile, but it's not like she's her best friend. It's not like she's her best friend, but it's not like she's her enemy too. Okay, the person that I feel like is trying to build a friendship with Ratile is Nunurai. Okay, because she keeps saying, "Listen, I don't have an issue with Ratile." Okay, they do end up calling her a snake because they're feeling like she's not really part of the Mommy Club. That confused me in the beginning, you guys, because I felt like she's definitely part of the show. I feel like Ratile has been more part of the show than Omoshe. So I'm not understanding why they sort of want to come together now to say, is she really part of the show? Because Miss Mobs was saying, guys, it's going to be weird that we did not invite Ratile because she is part of the group. She's part of the Mommy Club. And then Miss Manche is like, is she really part of the Mommy Club? So I kind of feel like indirectly they want to kick her off the show by not wanting to like hang out with her. I don't understand that, you guys. I know she's done some shady things. Like, I think that it was shady for her to be talking about uh me Happy being the cloud chaser when Happy is the one that was supposed to have brought her to the show. I know it was shady for her to have a private conversation with Miss Manche, not tell her how she feels about her. I wait until the group was together to say that. But I really don't feel like she deserves to be called like a snake. Okay. So by this time, you guys, they are going in on her. Nonorai is the only one that, number one, didn't agree with the fact that Ratira is not invited to the meeting, and she also feels like the snake thing is just, too much. Okay, it's a little bit much. Okay, there's also a weird thing, you guys, happening with Miss Mobs and Miss Manche. I really do feel like ever since Miss Manche threw that was it water or tea at Mrs. Mobs has never been 100% when it comes to Manche and their friendship. And it's funny because last week they did sit down. Remember, Miss Mobs went to Miss Manche's house. They sat down. They thought that they were going to work on their relationship. But when they are sitting down now with the ladies, it starts again. Okay, they start arguing about the fact that Miss Manche walked out of the event that Mrs. Mobs had organized with Omosha. Why did she walk out? Miss Manche has a problem that when she walked out, Mrs. Mobs didn't follow her. So now the whole argument, and it confused me because last week they were sitting down at Miss Manche's house fixing things. Okay, it was like, girl, this is how I felt about the situation. but are we good? And they were like, we are good. What do you need from the friendship? Miss Manche was like, listen, what I need is for you to open up a little bit more. And Mrs. Mops was like, I'm going to try. But now when they are sitting at the table, they look like they were irritated with each other. I didn't understand it, honestly, you guys. Mrs. Moss definitely sounded like she's very much irritated by Miss Manche. It always ends up with them apologizing to each other. I feel like it's almost like Miss Manche understands that a big part of her being on the show is because of Mrs. Mops. I don't know if that's true, but I kind of get that feeling. So it's like even when she wants to go in, when it comes to Mrs. Mops, she doesn't go in all the way like she does with the other ladies. So it leaves them in a weird situation. It's like, I can't really come for you, but I really want to come for you kind of a situation. So it surprised me, you guys, that they were still having that back and forth, Miss Manche and Mrs. Mops, because I thought that they had fixed whatever it is that needed to be fixed when it came to their friendship. Nunurai, of course, is still talking about how she has an issue with Omohle because Omohle had said whatever the comment that she said about Bulawayo not having satellite TV. Okay, she's upset about that, understandably so. But I'm surprised that between the two of them, nobody has called to say, listen, girl, we need to sit and talk. Okay, Nunurai can call Omohle and say, listen, I was offended by something that you said. We need to sit down and talk and resolve it. Omuhle can also call, okay? And I feel like, sorry guys, this happens all the time with my 6 o'clock reviews. But anyway, you guys, so I feel like either of them can actually call and say, listen, let's fix things. Okay, you said something that I didn't like. I feel like I was offended. Let's fix it. However, I feel like they're probably going to do, I don't know if they have a reunion or towards the end of the season, maybe, because nobody is calling right now. But she's still talking about that. When she's talking about that, Happy is acting like she does not know what they're talking about. She never heard Omuhle say to Nunurai that Nunurai was a fan. She doesn't know anything about that. At first, I thought, you know what, it's weird that she is saying she does not remember those things happening. But then I thought, but Happy was very drunk that night, you guys. Remember that even when Nunurai left and she had said to her that I don't even know what you do for you to even have fans. What do you do? You know, what are you famous for? When Nunurai left, she did not remember. When they were telling her, this is what Nunurai just said to her, she did not remember because she was drunk. So I do feel like genuinely there is a possibility that she does not remember what was said that night. Okay, so she does not remember what Omusha said, and she does not remember what Nunurai said before they left the table. But everybody is still holding grudges that night. But I think they are forgetting that a lot of it happened because they had consumed a lot of alcohol that night. Okay, everybody was drunk and everybody just wanted valid there was the purpose for the producers, they wanted to get them drunk, and because of that the night escalated, so the conflict escalated more than it should have. Okay, so now they had this female dancer that was teaching them to dance. It was a nice get together, you guys. The only thing I didn't like about that night, it felt like it's a gang up against Ratile. Just because Ratile was not there, everybody now is getting to express how they don't like her. It didn't feel like a nice thing for women to do. Okay. And but I did like the fact that Nunurai was able to say, listen, you guys, I don't have an issue with Ratile. I don't feel like it was right for us not to invite him. So definitely we are going to, definitely I'm still going to continue being friends with her. Okay. Listen, you guys, we are going to get to that sit down before between Miss Manche and Ratile. But I honestly am feeling like there must be something that happened with Miss Manche and Ratile besides what we know, because sometimes they are so upset with each other, but it doesn't make sense from what we've seen on the show. Like, you are too upset from what we've seen on the show. The person asked you about, your friendship, because Miss Manche asked Ratile about her friendship with the Tseho that came on the show. Remember when they went to the braai, and also asked about her friendship with Her Majesty. That's all. And then Ratile asked Miss Manche about her friendship with the person that we don't know from the show. That's all that had happened between the two of them. But they seem to be too upset for that to be the only thing that has ever happened between the two of them. So at times it does feel like maybe there is something else that happened that maybe we don't know about, that is making them more upset than they are, you guys. Listen, the next scene was a weird one, you guys. I did not think that Miss Her Majesty was actually going to get the snake for her daughter. Remember, her daughter had said that for her birthday she wants a snake, and I was like, no, okay, guys, I wouldn't be able to. Even if you tell me that the snake is a friendly snake, the snake is not poisonous, even if you told me it produces money, I will not be able to sleep in a place where there is a snake. The way I'm so scared of snake, they freak me out. So she wants a snake, so they go to the snake place looking at different snakes and putting them on their shoulders, weird stuff. Okay, so they end up getting, at least they got a small one, but I felt like I don't know which is worse, a small snake or a big snake, because at least a big snake you can keep track of it. Okay, you can see where it is in the house, but like a small snake it can hide very easily. I wouldn't be able to even get under the blankets to sleep. Anyway, so they get the snake. Now they were just talking about, well, how they should name the snake. The child wants to name the snake Kevin. I don't even know where she gets the name Kevin. And then Her Majesty wanted to name it Cash, and now that's a big thing. Like, what do we name the snake? I'm like, it's just a snake. Okay, so they get the snake, guys. They went home with a snake. I don't understand it. Okay, I already have an issue with pets, but I think I can do with anything. Get a dog, maybe get a cat, but a snake, no ways. Okay, so finally she got a snake. I was happy for the daughter because she's been really wanting a snake, but I was like, I wouldn't be able to do it, you guys. So now, Miss Manche and Nunu Rai seem to be getting close, you guys, but it's weird because Nunu Rai is also getting close to Ratile. So it sort of feels like when Nunu Rai invites Miss Manche, she can't invite Ratile. And when she invites Ratile, she can't invite Miss Manche because these people are not getting along. But it was that situation where she invited them because she wanted to cook. Jollof rice, but she does not know how to cook jollof rice. And I guess Miss Manche is the best cooker of the jollof rice. and and it was just that whole thing of the recipe. I wasn't that much interested, you guys. I don't want to lie. So the nannies got to also spend time together. Oh yes, also Her Majesty was there with them, so the nannies were also getting to spend time together. I don't know, you guys. It sounds horrible, but I'm not usually interested that much in what the nannies are talking about. But they were happy to see each other. I think they are developing some kind of a friendship. I actually think that they should do their own show. Okay, they should do their own spin off, just the nannies. Okay. Yes, you guys. So they cooking there and all of that. And I guess Nonorai wanted to confront Miss Manche, not Miss Manche, Her Majesty, about Her Majesty pretending to not know what had happened the other night. Like these ladies would just drag something and drag something and drag something. Okay, why did you pretend that you did not know what happened the other night? And then Her Majesty is like, listen, do you remember that we had shots? Remember they were playing a game, Never Have I Ever, and instead of having just a glass of wine, they were having shots. So she's saying, listen, I was like done that day, so it wasn't that I was pretending to not remember. I really genuinely did not remember. So I did not know what you were talking about. I don't blame her, you guys. I do think that Her Majesty was drunk that day, but obviously Nunu Wright didn't think that. She thought she was being fake. Okay. And obviously it always gets to people talking about Her Majesty's relationship, and I think that she doesn't want to touch on that relationship. I think Her Majesty knows that she has moved on too fast, and she knows that it's risky, but she is in love and she doesn't want to listen to anybody else. And that's what she's been trying to tell them. Just let me be happy. Okay, I get you, you feel whatever way that you feel, but just let me be happy. And I get that she's getting to a point where she's just tired of hearing it. Okay, even though there are questions and and whatever it is that they're asking is valid. Okay, if your friend just lost their, if my friend lost their husband last year in June, and then they are trying to get back with the guy that they once opened a case against, and they were, arrested, accused falsely and arrested, and the guy went back to his country because of that. I'm gonna be worried, because are you sure that this guy still loves you, or he just wants to pay back? Okay, maybe he wants revenge. I will be concerned, you guys. But I also don't think that these women are like Her Majesty's best friends. These are colleagues, if we are being real, because the only reason that they're hanging out is because they're working. So I think if anybody is going to be able to get too happy when it comes to advice in terms of her love life, it's going to be somebody that is genuinely close to her. And that's probably going to be her friends, probably going to be her siblings if she has siblings. But I don't think that it's going to be these women. And I think they need to let it go. It could be also the pressure from the producers, that the producers want them to keep talking about her relationship. So they want them to keep asking, okay? Because it is an interesting story, you guys. It's bomb after bomb. The guy was accused of when he didn't do anything to her. She was pregnant and whatever, and then he was arrested and whatever. He even has a scar on his arm because of her and all of that. But he still wants to get back with her. Totally doesn't make sense, you guys. But that is her love story, you guys. So that is what happened. They end up not eating the rice that they were cooking, and because of course with Miss Manche it was time for her babies to take a nap or anything, something like that. Okay. Anyway, you guys. So then we're happy because, of course, she had gone to that meeting at Nunurai's house, and she's feeling the pressure of these women just constantly wanting to talk about her relationship. She ends up, calling her man to tell her, listen, everybody is telling me to be careful, because guys, when a person is in love, they will tell you as a friend. Because my friend said I must be careful of you. Maybe you are dangerous. Maybe you are a scammer and that one. So the man was just saying, listen, keep your relationship private. Nobody should be able to say what you should do. You must make sure that it's private. He said something though that was interesting, because he said that me leaving the country was not because of you. I did not leave South Africa because of you, because Her Majesty has been saying that the guy left the country because of her. She was the one that falsely accused him. So after the arrest, he left the country because of that. And on the phone, she ignored it, because I think that she would have had to explain why they're saying different things. And he does say that, by the way, that wasn't the reason. You were not the reason I left the country. He said that, okay? But she does not address it, okay? And then wasn't it weird, you guys, that he ends up saying, you know what, I have my own money, I'm rich. Okay. Like, I hardly ever hear people who are rich saying I'm rich. Okay. A lot of the time when people say I'm rich, then you question whether they are rich. But he actually said that. He was like, I'm rich. I guess he's trying to prove a point that it's not valid for people to say that he's trying to scam her. Because I also thought that. I was like, yo, this guy is from Nigeria, wants to get back with her, and she has money. You never know. Okay, so he says I'm rich. Okay, I have my own money. And then the next one, you guys, was the interesting one, because Miss Manche is doing a photo shoot. Remember, she has a shapewear thing. Okay, shapewear line. So she's doing a photo shoot. She is one of the models, and Nunura is one of the models, and a few others. Okay, so they do a photo shoot. And then I was wondering, you guys, where she is selling it. But she does have a website, you guys, that she is selling. Let me see if I can share this. It's just that the network is like not the best right now. So let me just see. But she does have a website. I wanted to show you, because if I leave it to the end, I'm going to forget. Okay. So this is her website. I thought that I was going to see the models that were there on here. Okay, I thought I was going to see Nunrai. I thought I was going to see her Miss Manche, and the other girls that were there, because she had thick girls there to shoot. Okay, but she just has this. She doesn't have a lot of products on her website, you guys. Like for an example, underwear here. I guess maybe she's planning to have them in the future. And the waist trainer, she just has here shapewear, and it's only just these products. Okay, I did try to follow the process to buy to see if it is buyable. You guys, yes, you can buy at this website. These are the products she has. I don't know if she also sells through Instagram, because some influencers do that. But yes, you guys, and just to check that this is the correct website, when you go to About Us, it does say here Motherland Shapewear birth officially in 2018, when the owner Tseho Adiwale noticed after giving birth that the women's body change and needs support in changes. The shapewear is not only a post giving birth, but can be used post surgery and for daily use. Tseho also saw a gap after owning a brand, Manche clothing, for 10 years. The clothing is supported undergarments to make the whole look tie in, to make women look and feel good. So definitely her name is mentioned here as the owner. So yes, I guess it is hers. I just don't know, you guys, why they haven't put those photos that they were on the photo from the photo shoots. Okay, because it would have been nice to see them on the website. Also, I expected to see a little bit of like more products on there, but I did not see them. But definitely it is the website. You can buy in there. I don't know about the prices, you guys. I didn't see anything less than 600. So it's 600 upwards until like 1,300, I think the prices. So yeah, you guys, you can check out it's Motherland Shapewear by Miss Manche. Okay. So she ends up taking the opportunity, I think, to like advertise her husband's book. It's called Make Money in Your Sleep. I don't even know how the conversation ended up there. I think the husband just said, listen, you can't be doing this show and not promoting my book. So here's my book. Give it to one of your friends and talk about it a little bit, okay? And then you guys, and then while her and Nunu Rai are talking about her husband's book, they end up talking about Her Majesty's book, because Nunu Rai is reading the book. And then she mentions a story about how Her Majesty's mother said that she went to stay in Alex and lived with different men to survive. I'm like, so I think Nunurai sort of wanted to make it a thing, but I was like, yeah, but we already know that Happy has a dramatic life. So obviously, even her life with her mother was probably dramatic. Now, you guys, we get to the drama. We get to the drama that, listen, I expected to have drama, but I didn't expect it to be like that. Okay. And I don't know what happened to Miss Manche here. I think that, the producers are in their ears, and you have to be able, when you are in a reality TV star, you have to be able to swift through them doing this to your ear and deciding for yourself you want to do this. I feel like this scene was pushed to happen, and it was so mean that I did not think that it was necessary for it to be that mean. It was a sit down between Ratile and Miss Manche, and she calls a meeting. She sits down. She's not even like prepared to smile or anything. She said, "Listen, I know this is Miss Manche speaking to Ratile. Me and you would not have been friends under normal circumstances, okay? And I feel like when it comes to you, I should have listened to my instincts. And I feel like I guess, betrayed or blinded by your looks, because you look classy, but inside you're not classy. Imagine someone say that to you, okay? And it feels like umjwayela kabi. She said that to him. Ratile umjwayela kabi, because the whole thing, guys, is because Ratile asked her about the friendship with the other girl. Who threw who under the bus. Wasn't that a valid question if she knew about their friendship? Okay. And listen, and she's like, I don't know if you are doing what you're doing because I'm petite. I was like, what is petite, guys? Isn't petite mean like you short and small? Like, the thing is not petite. Definitely short, but not petite. I don't know. What does petite mean? Okay. And then she calls her a snake. Okay. She uses the snake term that she had used that other time. She says, you are a snake. Okay. Listen, Ratile does try to explain. Listen, the only reason I speak about your friendships is because you speak about my friendships. Okay. So when you trigger me because you're speaking about my friendships, I'm trying to do the thing that you're doing to me, which is trigger you, because I know when I talk about that friendship, it triggers you. Okay. But it's not like, any harm. It's not like it's that serious. Okay. She did end up almost having tears in her eyes. I don't know if she was crying, but sort of, you guys. I felt like she was overwhelmed by that conversation, because I don't think that she expected it to be that mean. I don't think that she expected it to be that harsh, but it ended up being a lot for Ratile. She does end up even, that's why I feel like she was Miss Manche was pushed to have that conversation and have it in that tone, because at the end, it's not like she's feeling good about it. She's not feeling like, yes, ngimtshelile, you know. She was feeling bad. Even her, she was almost in tears at the end when Ratila was now crying, because now she can see that wasn't the right way to handle the conversation. You know, how do you go there and call somebody a snake, call them, you look classier than you are on the inside and whatever, all because they asked about your friendship. It didn't make sense, you guys, but she came for her. Okay, she came for her. That's why she was even in tears. And Ratila was like, listen, you guys, I'm trying to be Mrs. South Africa here, so I'm gonna try and remain calm, but this woman is trying me. Okay, but she did everything to remain in her seat, and at the end she apologized, and they forgave each other. And I was like, so what was all of that for? What was all of that for? I really feel like a lot of the drama that they are starting now, it's producers being on their ears to say, listen, you guys, you have to give us something. Maybe the show is boring. And those scenes do feel that way. They do feel like they wouldn't handle it that way if it wasn't for the fact that they're doing the show. Okay. So let me just say the people in the comment section. I love Nunu Rai for standing her ground by maintaining that she has no problem with Ratile. She really doesn't sway with the wind. That was good, you guys. She has a character that makes a good friend. If your friend can say when you are not around, listen, I don't have a problem with this person. I think if Ratile sees that and she is going to continue to do the show, if I was her and I saw that, I would definitely pursue, not like force it, but I would definitely, that would be somebody that I would likely pursue a friendship with. Because when it comes to the other ladies, I don't know, you guys, everybody on that table was taking a chance to throw something at Ratile. Mrs. Mops was not throwing something, but she was not defending Ratile either. So yeah, I like that. I like that Nunu Rai did that. Uh so this why is this thing slow to show the comment? Okay, I agree with Nunurai. Miss Manche and Mrs. Mop's argument and apologies was giving high school squabbles. All their squabbles, though, I haven't seen like a very mature squabble. First, it was a child licking a cake that was thrown to be like a big thing. The other one was this person is like chasing clouds. Then it became a big thing. And then maybe the serious one was who's your baby daddy? Okay. And then the other one about satellites in Bulawayo, which we all know is not true. And then it's this one, the friends, or or Miss Manche and Mrs. Mobs. It was why did you leave my event? And then the other one is like, when I left, why didn't you follow me? Apologize for not following me, and I will apologize for leaving. Yeah. So high school, late but not too bad. Not too Timbo wangu, not too bad. Mulatela Tluwana, thank you so much for being here. Hello, Ma'am Ledger. Hope I'm not late. We're not too late. You were not too late. We started at 6. You were not too late. But if you missed anything, you can rewind. Rewinding a live stream is very good because you're going to get to watch the adverts. I'm not really into reality shows. Let me like. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Noni. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm not really into reality show. For the sake of supporting, let me leave this TV playing until you are done to annoy my house. I should have spoken so loud. Thank you so much for letting it play on TV, Noni M podcast. Okay. Hi, everybody. Am I too late? Precious Pelly, you were not too late. You were not too late. Besides, you can rewind. Elena's Chronicles, evening, everyone, evening, you guys. Anyway, that was the episode, you guys, today. I don't know. It's like sometimes with the reality TV shows, it's like you understand why they do unnecessary drama sometimes because otherwise the show would be boring. But some of the things you're like, but they did this woman wrong. I do feel like they did Ratile wrong in this episode, but I do understand sometimes they just have to exaggerate just because it is a reality show, you guys. Anyway, let me see. Everything is low on here. When I'm scrolling, I don't know why. I just want to acknowledge everybody and then end the stream, you guys. Listen, I might do another one later on tonight because there's a story I want to do. But you guys will see the notification. Milano, thank you so much for coming. And guys, check out Milano's channel. Let's get him to 100 subscribers, okay? Let's get into 100. He posted his first video. Go there in the comment section, put hearts, dance in his comment section, whatever, so that you can encourage him to post some more. Constance Kosim was here. Mulatelo Towana was here. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it so much. Timba Wangu, okay. Timbawago, thank you so much. Noni M podcast. Noni M podcast. I don't know if I've gone to your channel. I actually need to, you know. Precious Pearl here with the pink hair. Elena's Chronicles. Thank you so much, guys. Check everybody's channel. And by the way, you guys, if you watch my channel, you have a right to, you are allowed. Let me not say right, but you are allowed. I give you permission to go into the comment section and tell the people that you have a channel so that everybody can go and subscribe. Okay. I think I'll end it here. I know it's delayed, so there's probably comments that you guys have written that I am not haven't seen because this thing is delayed today. Oh yes, there is Miss Mercy. Where have you been? I understand Ratile so much. I feel like she just fails to stand up for herself and prove her point. I think in that conversation, she did not expect it to go that way. I also feel like, I would have given it back to her. I would have given it back to Miss Manche. So it's like for the most of the conversation, she was just shocked that she is coming for her that much. I don't think she expected it, and so it worked out that way. So yeah, I feel bad for her too. Messi has a channel, you guys. She also does Ama reviews. I always watch Ama reviews because sometimes she has such a different, like I would see something a particular way and she will see it so different from how I see it. And a lot of the time she does the same shows that I do. So check out her channel, you guys. So thank you so much. Elena's Chronicles too, guys. Everybody, guys, just click on everybody's name and check out if they have a channel, subscribe. Okay. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Please like it before uphume, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngithanda kakhulu.